Rodney, you there? This is Che, man. How you guys doing? Rodney, I got a joke for you, man. What do you call pop music in Morocco? It's called Moroccan roll, Rodney. Moroccan roll.
Hey, Rodney, is that Shay on the phone? Did he say it was okay if we did his recipe? Oh, very good. Yeah, I guess we better get on that Moroccan chicken. Y'all stick around, I'ma show you how.
For this year recipe, we're going to need about 10 chicken legs that I've already cleaned, dried, salted, and peppered. Going to need a butternut squash, a medium to large size onion, a medium to large size tomato, and my spice packet. I'll get to that here in just a second. We're also going to need about 3 cups of chicken stock and a Dutch oven with 3 tablespoons of olive oil in the bottom.
And hey, y'all remember my little camping hack for keeping your spices separate? I'll link to the video up top there, y'all go take a look.
Here's a nifty little camping hack. All this is a day of the week pill vial. And in it, you're going to have 1 tablespoon of garlic, 1 tablespoon of ginger, half a tablespoon of cayenne pepper, half a tablespoon of cinnamon, half a tablespoon of turmeric, 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, and some finishing salt.
Y'all, I got some good news today from South Africa. My buddy Chef Shay of Chef Shay's Family Vlog has granted me permission to do one of his recipes. This is called Moroccan pumpkin chicken stew. Sounds fantastic, but I'm going to do a couple of things a little differently. First of all, his recipe calls for honey and it calls for pumpkin. Instead of those 2 ingredients, I'm going to put in butternut squash, so I'll get the pumpkin taste as well as the sweet taste. And I'm doing the whole thing in the Dutch oven so you and I, and Mrs. Eatin Good in the Woods, can take this on a camping trip. Gonna be fantastic. Let's get on out there to Camp Back Porch and get after it.
So all the veg, spices, and chicken are prepared. Now would be a good time to go ahead and get your coals going. And remember, for a 10-inch Dutch oven, it's 2 times the circumference plus 1. Say, that reminds me, if y'all are looking for a way to support this channel, keep this here train rolling full of farm fresh content twice a week, why don't you slide over to my Teespring shop, get yourself a coffee mug or maybe even a t-shirt. But if you don't want to do that, how about you go to buymeacoffee.com and for the price of a cup of coffee, you help keep this train a-rolling. You can also visit boondockerswelcome.com. All of the links are in the description. Thanks a bunch. Okay, we got our 21 coals going, and on top of that, we're going to put our Dutch oven, 10-inch Dutch oven, with 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and in goes the minced onion. Stir that around, add a little pinch of salt. Now we're going to add the granulated garlic and ginger. The original recipe calls for fresh, but because we're camping, I'm using the dry stuff. Stir that around until they start to turn colors, and we'll put in the rest of the spices. Now we're going to let those cook together a little bit and add some of that chicken stock to make kind of a paste. And in goes the chicken. I've already cleaned, dried, and seasoned this with a little bit of salt and pepper. And we're going to stir it around several times to get those spices and onions really incorporated with that chicken. Check in on this about every few minutes, and then we'll add our tomatoes. Stir those around from time to time too, and right about the time they start to look a little wiltish, it'll be time to stir it some more and then add our butternut squash and the remainder of the chicken stock. We're going to let that stew for about another 30 minutes.
Thank you very much. Thanks again. Thanks for the opportunity. I really appreciate. And guys, this is Chef Che from Chef Che Family Log. And for the original recipe, go and check in the description below. And please do like, share, and subscribe to Eating Good in the Woods. Thank you very much. Take care, man.
Those old coals had a little bit of life left in them, so when I refreshed the coals, I didn't take the old ones out. We'll put the pot right back on top there and get a good hearty simmer. And we're going to let that go for about another 20 to 30 minutes. Stirring occasionally. And that's what it looks like. Let's take a piece of butternut and see if the fork goes through it. And it does. And let's get a piece of chicken and see if it's kind of falling off the bone. And it is. This is finished. Let's eat.
All right, boys and girls, after about 45 minutes to an hour of stewing, she is done. D-U-N, done. I want you to have a look at that. Oh, I wish you could smell of it. This is going to be hardly fit to eat, but I'm going to keep going till I find a good spot. Yes, I am. All right, let's have a little taste here. We know it's done because the butternut cut very easily, and we know that the chicken's done because it's falling off the bone. So let's give it a taste. And here it goes. Let me tell you something. The butternut adds the perfect amount of sweet. The spices from the Middle Eastern spices just make it come alive. And the butternut is cooked to the point where it just melts into the chicken. Good golly, this is hardly fit to eat, but I'm going to keep going till I find a good spot, I guarantee. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be about it for this episode of Eatin Good in the Woods. I would like to thank Chef Che for all of his contributions and for allowing me to do this and bring it to you folks. Make sure you go by his channel and take a look, maybe even subscribe. Folks, that's going to be it. Until next time, y'all going out there and be nice to one another. I love y'all. God bless. We'll see you next time.